She must have been terrified. Those words came from a mother standing in the aftermath of the unthinkable. Her daughter was gone. Her life was stolen inside her own home. And the final moments before her death were captured on a cell phone. On October 9, 2023, Amanda Williams was shot 6 times and killed in her bedroom. The man who pulled the trigger was her fiancé. And according to prosecutors, he believed recording the argument beforehand would protect him. Instead, that video became the most disturbing piece of evidence in this case. Amanda was not a stranger to struggle. She was a business owner, a mother, a grandmother, and a woman who had built her life from the ground up. But behind closed doors, there were warning signs. Signs that went unnoticed. Signs that were hidden. Signs that ended in silence. Tonight, on Minds of Murderers, we walk through the life, the relationship, and the final hours of Amanda Williams. We examine the footage, the claims of self-defense, and the pattern prosecutors say tells a much darker story. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe to Minds of Murderers. These stories aren't just about the past. They're warnings for the present. By the age of 46, Amanda Williams had built something real. Something that was hers. She owned a hair salon called Alama Styles in University Heights, Ohio, just outside Cleveland. Anyone familiar with the beauty industry knows how difficult it is to survive, let alone thrive. Many salons don't last a year. Amanda's did. Her shop stayed busy. Clients returned. Her reputation grew. She didn't stop there. Amanda created her own line of hair products, including extensions and scalp treatments that customers genuinely trusted. Eventually, local beauty supply stores began carrying her brand. That level of success required more than talent. It required discipline, persistence, and belief. But what truly set Amanda apart wasn't just her business sense. It was her heart. Clients didn't just come for a service. They came for conversation, comfort, and encouragement. Amanda listened. She cared. She uplifted. On social media, she shared motivational messages and reminders about self-worth. She wanted people to believe in themselves the way she believed in them. At home, Amanda was a mother to 2 children. Her adult daughter, Tyler, lived with her. Tyler also had a young son, just 4 years old. To him, Amanda wasn't just a grandmother. She was protection. She was stability. She was love. Terrell Edwards was 41 years old. He worked at a hospital and took on delivery jobs in his spare time to earn extra money. By 2023, he and Amanda had been together for 6 years. 6 years of trying to make it work. Like many long-term relationships, theirs had ups and downs. From the outside, it appeared stable. Early in 2023, Terrell proposed to Amanda. To many, it looked like a new beginning. A commitment. A future. But relationships are often very different behind closed doors. What friends and family didn't fully see was the tension. The arguments. The emotional strain that had been building for years. And according to later testimony, this wasn't just a troubled relationship. It was one marked by control, escalation, and fear. By the time October arrived, whatever love once existed had been buried beneath unresolved conflict. And when pressure builds without release, it doesn't disappear. It explodes. To understand what happened in 2023, investigators looked back to November 2020. That month, Amanda was hospitalized. Her face was badly injured. Swollen. Bruised. Damaged in a way that could not be ignored. 2 days after leaving the hospital, Amanda sent Terrell a text message. It was long. It was emotional. And it revealed more than anyone realized at the time. She wrote that every time she looked in the mirror, she felt anger all over again. She said walking around with visible injuries was humiliating. That being hurt in such a way made her feel destroyed. One line stood out. She told him that using your foot to injure someone's face wasn't just violence. It was an attempt to erase them. Amanda said she could have gone to the police. She could have had him arrested. She could have told everyone what happened. But she didn't. Instead, she hid. She wore a mask everywhere she went. During the pandemic, no one questioned it. Not her clients. Not her friends. Not even her own daughter, who lived in the same house. The truth stayed buried. Terrell responded to Amanda's message with an apology. He said he was sorry for what he had done. But immediately after, he sent another message. He wrote that he wished the love they claimed to have would show itself unconditionally. Experts recognize this pattern clearly. Violence. Apology. Justification. Repetition. The arguing continued through text messages. Tension grew. Amanda eventually reached a breaking point. She disconnected Terrell's phone service, hoping it would stop the constant communication. It didn't. Terrell obtained a new number and continued texting. The arguments didn't slow down. They intensified. When they were both home that night, the conflict moved from phones to face-to-face confrontation. Voices were raised. Emotions ran high. Amanda didn't want her daughter or her grandson to hear what was happening. So they moved away from the rest of the house. Away from the child. Away from witnesses. The argument moved from the basement back upstairs to Amanda's bedroom. Amanda told Terrell to leave. It was her home. Her name was on the deed. She had every right to ask him to go. He didn't. At some point, Amanda grabbed a knife from the kitchen. According to prosecutors, she did not advance. She did not attack. She held it up as a warning. A final attempt to make him leave. Terrell responded by pulling out his phone and pressing record. He later told police he did this because he felt threatened. He claimed he needed proof. The video captured raised voices, movement, and chaos. And then, gunfire. 6 shots echoed through the room. Amanda Williams was killed in the home she worked to build, surrounded by the life she created. In court, prosecutors played the cell phone footage for the jury. They slowed it down, rotated it, examined every frame. They argued that Terrell never warned Amanda he had a gun. He never told her to put the knife down. He never asked her to step back. According to their analysis, Amanda was several feet away when the shots were fired. She was not approaching him. Terrell claimed self-defense. Prosecutors claimed something else entirely. They said the video didn't protect him. It exposed him. The trial continues. The defense maintains their position. The prosecution insists the evidence shows a pattern of domestic violence that ended in murder. Before we end, I want you to think carefully about this. If someone you loved showed you a message saying, "It will never be the same after what my partner did to me," what would you say? Would you tell them to leave? Or would you understand why they stayed? Leave your honest thoughts in the comments. Amanda Williams' story is not just about a courtroom. It's about warning signs. It's about silence. And it's about how easily harm can hide behind apologies and promises. If this story impacted you, subscribe to Minds of Murderers and share this video. Awareness saves lives. And sometimes, listening closely can make all the difference.